number of different social roles. In general, women at this point were considered inferior to men and their duties were primarily confined to the home and family life. Women held the positions of wife, mother, peasant, artisan, and nun, as well as some important leadership roles such as queen. The very concept of woman changed in a number of ways during the Middle Ages, and several forces influenced women's roles during the period. The role and life of women in medieval towns and cities depended greatly on their social status. Women who originated from wealthy American families usually dedicated themselves to running the household and raising children, while those from less wealthy families were expected to help in the family business. Women from the working class mostly worked as spinners, saleswomen, and bakers. However, they were often forced to work in physically demanding jobs for lower wages than men.
Most people in medieval Europe lived in small rural communities, making their living for the land. Peasant women had many domestic responsibilities, including caring for children, preparing food, and tending livestock. Women often joined their husbands in the field to bring in the crops. Women often participated in vital college industries such as brewing, baking, and manufacturing textiles. The most common symbol of the peasant woman was the distaff, a tool used for spinning flax and wool. Women living in towns had similar responsibilities to those in the countryside. Just a rural woman helped with their husband's work. Urban women assist their fathers and husbands in a wide variety of trades and crafts.
In many countries, medieval queens had the possibility of participating actively in politics, but this participation could be limited due to national practices and laws and changing times. In some countries, princesses could inherit the kingdom and rule as queens, although in fact this was not very often because in general there were male heirs when the king died. Some queens were not interested in politics, but some princesses were brought up to take their responsibilities. They received a good education and especially were trained to act as ambassadors of their home country when they were married to foreign princes.
Medieval marriage was both a private and social matter. According to canon law, the law of the Catholic Church, marriage was a concrete, exclusive bond between husband and wife, giving the husband all power and control in the relationship. Husband and wife were partners and were supposed to reflect Adam and Eve. Even though wives had to submit to their husband's authority, wives still had rights in their marriages. MacDougall concurs with Charles Reid's argument that both men and women shared rights in regards to sex and marriage, which includes the right to consent to marriage, the right to ask for marital debt or conjugal sexual duty, the right to leave and marriage when they either suspect it was invalid or had grounds to sue for separation, and finally the right to choose one's own place of burial, death being the point at which a spouse's ownership of their other spouse's body ceased.
Women had been responsible for most of the world's economic wealth. There is considerable evidence to support this sweeping allegation. Their past contribution to economic growth is a measure of their potential. Feminist economics is a field that includes both studies of gender roles in the economy from a liberatory perspective and a critical work directed at biases in the economic discipline. It challenges economic analyses that treat women as invisible or that serve to reinforce situations oppressive to women, and develops innovative research designed to overcome these fallings. Feminist economics points out how subjective bases concerning acceptable topics and methods have compromised the the reliability of economics research.